Now it's perfect.
Mhm. So, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mal. Doing so good. Thank you for asking. How have you been so far?
Yes, my day is going pretty okay. Just
Pretty
routine.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's nice. You have
So,
got
please
a
tell
very
me
good
a little
smile.
about yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Ankita and I'm from a small village of Bihar. Talking about my qualification, I'm pursuing Bachelor of Arts. Currently, I'm in last year of it and I have opted English as my major. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, right. So, yes, you told me something and I interrupted you.
I was saying that you have got a very cute smile.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So, have you completed your graduation?
No, ma'am. I'm in last year.
Last year. Okay. So, what do you plan to do after your graduation?
I'm looking forward to pursue Masters of Art.
Okay, right. So, are you interested in the English language a lot?
A lot, yeah.
How and why?
I can tell you how and why as well. I don't know why, but somehow I believe that learning English makes me feel so happy, so
Mhm.
elated. And I love to speak English. I love public speaking. That's why it's one of my favorite languages. However, learning languages, it's one of my hobby.
Mhm. Learning
Yeah.
language is your hobby.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what other languages do you know?
Uh, Official language, I can speak Hindi, a bit English, and I'm just learning French.
You're learning French. Why
Yeah.
French?
As I said, I love to learn languages.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
French,
No, but why an international language?
because I think that French is quite famous nowadays. Every people is
Mhm.
learning French, Spanish, and all. So I thought give a try it.
So how are you learning French? What app are you using?
Actually, I don't have a particular app. I used to have a friend who used to teach me, but now he's not my friend, so he doesn't teach me at all. So with the help of YouTube, I'm just
Mhm.
learning. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought you must be using something like Duolingo or something,
No, I
no?
don't have. In the beginning, when I started it, I did give a try, but I found that no, I'm not learning. I'm just forgetting the words.
Right. Nothing like learning it by yourself.
Exactly.
Mm. So tell me, did you want to ask me something, share any
Yes, ma'am, I
question?
would love to. How about you? How about your profession?
I am a spoken English trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't introduce myself. Okay. So I am a spoken English trainer and I live in South India, Karnataka. I'm a homemaker full time and I've been training from the past 6 months. I also take English classes. I also have a YouTube channel. As you know, that is the reason I guess you mailed me for a conversation. Yes. So it's been 3 months for my YouTube channel. And yeah, I take spoken English classes as well. So that's my only profession.
Oh, wow. I really appreciate that. And how about your journey? How long have you been teaching?
From the past 6 months, I've been teaching spoken English. Prior to that, I was a software engineer. So I took a break for 10 years. So now I started my career again with English.
With English? Do you think that just making a career in English, it's good or it can help you in your life, in a profession?
I don't know about life and profession, but this was only feasible option for me being a homemaker and working as a freelancer. So I thought I just gave it a try because I've seen people who do not speak proper English and they need help with it. So when I gave it a try, I was selected for a platform. So from there, I got the confidence that my English is quite good and I'm eligible to teach others. So I thought I'm just giving it a try and keeping it as a, you know, only feasible thing for me. I do not want to go for a full time work or change my profession completely or go back to doing an engineering job. So I'm quite content with what I'm doing.
Oh, wow, I just love it. How was your first day when you started teaching?
My first day was horrible. My first session, rather, because we used to take sessions on the platform for 15 minutes or half an hour. So my first session was not good because this was something new to me, and first time is always bad. So later I learned through my mistakes. I got used to talking like this on video calls to strangers. This was definitely, not what I was anticipating or I was not prepared for. I didn't have any formal training to do it. So I was just started it randomly, and it was quite difficult for me first time. I was very nervous, but later, yeah, things became smoother. And now, since I've been doing this every day, it's all about getting used to something. You are often afraid of something which you have not done, but once you start doing it, it like becomes easier. So now, since I'm doing this every day, so I'm okay with it now.
Okay, that's nice. So since long, how long have you been learning it? Learning English?
I have been learning English since my childhood.
Oh
I went to
wow.
English medium school, friends, my family. I had an English speaking environment at home. So I just put up a video yesterday about my English journey. So I've been learning it since my childhood.
Okay. So being a spoken teacher, what are the things you will suggest me to improve on?
See, basically, teach only spoken English. I do not deal with other aspects like reading, writing. I just focus on listening and speaking. So, for the speaking part, I would say, fluency is important, and you are quite fluent. And first, start thinking in English and then speaking, because when you're translating in your head, your fluency will get affected because of it. So once you gain that confidence of speaking, once you gain fluency, then you can work on your accuracy, your grammatical errors, or you can focus on improving your vocabulary, because you can't do everything at once. First, get out of the hesitation of talking. So once you're okay with speaking, then you can focus on your accuracy and improve yourself. And as far as improving, there is no limit to it. So this is a continuous journey. There is no destination. No matter how well you speak, how much you think that I know everything, there is something that we will not know. So your whole life you'll be a learner.
Yeah, exactly, ma'am. Have you ever faced the fear of speaking, the public speaking? Have you ever presented yourself in front of many people?
Yes, I have, as part of, because I'm an engineer, so we have to give our presentations in my office. And I used to take part in debate, elocution in my school days, college days, and yeah, office. I think office was the last that I ever faced public and spoke. So after this much of maybe 15 years gap now, I have never faced any public. So at that time, we were trained to face public and talk everything. So I didn't feel the fear of facing or stage fear, public speaking. I was not afraid of that. Now I don't know where I stand.
Oh, wow. How was that possible? Didn't you have the fear of people?
No, because fear comes when you are not confident. And when you become confident is when you practice, when you know what you have to say, when you're good at what I mean, see, if you're going to talk about a topic, you have to have a lot of knowledge about the topic. So from there, you will get the confidence that no matter what, I will speak about this. So yeah, the preparation and confidence, once you have that, you need not be afraid of anything. And my dad used to always say, like, when you are facing people, just imagine that they don't know anything, and you are going to teach them from scratch. Just assume that they are beginners. So that will solve half battle is won there. So you'll automatically get confidence and you will be able to speak. So yeah, I never got scared.
Oh, wow, that is boosting my confidence. The reason why I asked about it because tomorrow is going. I'm just going to present myself in my district for a speech competition.
Oh,
That's why I
wow.
asked.
What is
And
the
today
topic?
the topic is developed India by 2047.
I didn't get you.
Developed India by
Okay,
2047.
developed India by
Yeah.
2027. Wow. Okay. So how is the preparation?
Just 15 minutes ago, I came to know about this. One of my friend, he sent me and he said, Ankita, please do it, man. You're just gonna rock it. Just do it. I now I feel a bit hesitate because I need to prepare a lot.
Right. It's tomorrow and you got to know about it today.
Yeah.
Do you have to go somewhere to present it or is it online?
No, no, no. Actually, it's not online. I have to go. And I've decided that I will not inform anyone in my family.
So is it in your place, the place where you're staying now?
No, it's 20 or 25 kilometer far from my place.
Okay, then it is okay if you don't inform anybody. If it was a like place which is very far, then you have to tell them why you're traveling there, right?
I will simply say that I'm going to my college
So why don't you want to tell it at your home?
because they have expected me a lot, a
Mm.
lot. That
They
if she
have a
will
lot of
go, she will rock.
expectations.
Yeah. So
Mm.
since I'm from a village, people do expect a lot from me. And what if I don't stand on their expectation?
Mm.
So
Mm.
I have
Yeah.
decided, yeah,
But that will kind of boost your confidence, right? When people are like rocking you, you will do good. They are like have so much confidence in you. So I think it is a positive thing. You get confidence out of it also. But also there will be a fear. I get that totally. That yeah,
so
what if I don't do as expected?
that's right. Then they will tell me that they will always tell me, oh, you used to be someone who used to speak a lot.
Ah.
Now, where you speaking is going, man?
Mm. Right. How did you learn English? Like you told that you are from a village and your English is very good. So how did you learn? And you did you learn anything for your voice modulation?
Does it feel like?
Yeah, it feels like because it is different. It's like a song, the way you speak and so yeah, I want to know.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. I always want people to talk with. I'm so glad, so happy. And for that, I must be so grateful of you. Thank you for just having a talk with me. That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Coming to the topic, how I have just learned English. I have been learning. It's been a couple of years since I'm learning English. It's been more than 3 or 4 years since I have been learning. For that, before that, I was not speaking. I have started
Okay.
from very basic point, from this, that, has, have, do, does, and all.
Mm.
To be very honest, for certain time, I just wasted my time to learn grammar stuff, tense,
Mm.
voice, prepositions, and all. I
Mm.
used to be somebody who used to think, okay, grammar is the thing that can really teach me English, make me speak English. But I was wrong. I used to be a girl who was speaking just for the speaking. People used to make a lot of fun of me, Satabdi Express and
Oh.
whatnot. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they used to call me because I used to shout a lot. I used to, whenever it comes to delivering speech, I used to shout a lot.
Mm.
Since I'm from village, people don't expect me to speak in English. They believe that speaking English is only the cup of tea of the people who is living in city or town. I took it a challenge and I started learning it. And ever since I was saying about grammar process and all, even after learning for 9 or 10 months, I didn't speak anything. I
Mm.
was completely mad. I was like, what am I doing if I'm not able to speak? I have wasted my time. When I used to see people, how incredible they were speaking, I used to feel shame on me. No, Ankita, you're just wasting time. You're not learning. To be very honest, I started torturing myself for learning
Mm.
it. I started doing each and everything for it, be it listening, speaking, reading, writing, all the things. Since morning, when I just wake up, I affirm myself that today I'll speak completely in English. Completely.
Mm.
And I started practicing more than 5 or 6 hours in a day. Completely. And after practicing it, after 4 months, I could see improvement. I was able to speak. Before that,
Mm.
when it comes to delivering speech, I used to cram. I used to blah, 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 blah.
Mm.
It, yeah, it was like this. And of course, I believe that Speaking is not a big thing. What you're speaking and how are you speaking, how you're presenting yourself is the best thing.
Hmm.
That's what I do.
So, how did you learn speaking alone? Because coming from a village, so people ask me, I'm from a village, is it ever possible that I can learn English? We do not have partners. That is the major drawback, right? You do not have an environment. At least in the bigger cities, you get people who are talking in English. But in village, you do not have an environment no matter what. Okay, even your own friends will not talk to you in English. So, how did you practice speaking without a partner?
Well, talking about this, it's only a myth. It's only an excuse that I don't have ambience, you don't have environment. We do have environment, we just have to create it. And that's what I did. As we know, the fundamental of learning any language, be it Hindi, English, Sanskrit, French, whatever, it's only for listening, speaking, reading, writing. I started doing it. I listen a lot, consume a lot. It will help you so much in order to make yourself speak. That's what I started doing. And on top of this, I know. And I just tell myself that if you want to speak, then you'll have to speak.
Yeah.
No matter how much knowledge you have in other subject. But unless and until you are able to interpret yourself, you won't speak anything. Learning how to play cricket will never just make you a good player. You'll have to go to the ground, you'll have to bat, right? So
Mm.
that's how you will learn. I started speaking. I knew, I listen, I read, I write. But if I won't speak, I won't be a speaker. I started
Mm.
speaking a lot. Whatever I was doing in English. If I was in my kitchen, I started speaking in English. I started making a vlog. I started filming myself as if I'm just making a vlog. I start
Mhm.
saying, okay, now I'm just gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna cook for myself like this,
Mhm.
and this is how I am learning.
Mhm. So, recording yourself is the thing that you're doing for speaking.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
what I
And
do.
this is also a solution to people who say that we do not have time for English. So, I always tell them you need not remove separate like 2, 3 hours in a day and say that this time is for English. Nobody has that kind of time, especially working professionals. So I would say
We don't
whatever
have.
you're doing during the day, incorporate English in that itself. If you're cooking, if you're working, if you're commuting to your work, so make use of every opportunity that you do during the day to talk to yourself in English. If possible, film. Otherwise, at least speak out aloud.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. This one is the best way to learn language.
True. So, any challenges you feel like, any areas of English that you feel you are lacking and you need to work on it?
Of course, there are so many. Like initially, when I was speaking, I just made one of my teacher over online application.
Okay.
Since I was dying to learn English. I was completely dying. I
Mhm.
saw an advertisement and I just filled the form. The very first class, she told me, Ankita, you sound very terrible. I asked why, because she said, you have the wrong, the worst pronunciation. You don't know how to pronounce the word. Ever since, I said nope. I don't want to be sound so-called Bihari. People say, "Oh, are you from Bihar? You must
Mhm.
be. How have you become so like this? How come you speak like this?" So I don't want to be sound like that. So pronunciation was the part I have been learning, and I think like that was the biggest challenge I ever faced in my life. Learning each and every word of pronunciation. Like it was the best difficult task for me, but still I'm doing.
Mm. And how did you improve your pronunciation? What did you do? Like, did you write down a list of words that you're mispronouncing? What did you do?
I started learning from the basic part, and when I started learning, you must be knowing about phonetics.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I started learning it, one of my teacher he introduced phonetics to me. And he said
Okay.
that if you learn phonetics, you can speak a lot and you can improve your pronunciation. I said, okay. But after some days, he told me, why do you want to sound like others?
Mm.
I, he denied teaching me that, to be honest. He said, you don't have to be, Britishers and all.
Yeah.
Just learn this.
Mm.
So then I started learning by myself the best way to improve your pronunciation that I have experienced that I'm going to tell you. Listen and read at the same time. Put on earphone or headset of the same text that you are reading. And when
Okay.
you
You mean
will
to say
read,
subtitles?
not subtitles, ma'am. Okay,
Then
let
read
me just
from
make,
where? Yeah.
okay, that's what I'm just making you understand. Take a novel. Let's
Mm.
say it is You Can Win, okay? Take the audio version, audio books of the same novel that you're gonna read,
Mm.
okay? Start the audio, listen and read at the same time.
Okay. Mm.
This
I
can
get it.
really help you a lot.
Mm. Mm. Yes. And the same thing can be done with movies, songs, subtitles. Like when you're watching movies, also, you can put on your headphones and talk along with them, right? You can lower the volume, and I mean, sorry, well, you're using the headphones, obviously. So you can hear the volume and talk along with the subtitles. That's the same
Yeah,
thing, right?
that's called as shadowing practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we can also do that. That can also help you to brush up your pronunciation and as well as intonation.
Mm,
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
Okay. Yeah. And why do you have a no? Why is a wrong question. Are you too much into public speaking?
I am. I love to speak a lot. My parents want me to be an IS officer, but
Oh.
seriously, I don't have interest because it's in every second person of Bihar, they're crazy after this UPSC stuff. It's
Mm.
every morning my parents, my uncle, they ask me, when are you going to be an IS officer? And every day I just make them understand, you know what? I will follow the passion that I like. You can't force me to do it. I love speaking, I love to do this. However, I love voiceover as well.
Oh, okay, okay. So do you try mimicking?
Not mimicking, but of course, I love to narrate story. Like,
Mm.
I love to
Okay.
be an artist and all.
Yes, yes, yeah. You know, the way you speak, your voice modulation and the way you stress on some words and speak. So I think that you will make a good fit for it. So why don't you want to
So,
go be a public servant?
uh, I don't have interest, ma'am. When I see every person going on the same phase, I have lost it. However, certain time, I did want to be. It was
Mm.
not because I wanted to be. It was just because my parents, my whole society want me to be that.
Mhm.
I can never
Mhm.
be. They say what you will do. My mama always say, you know what, Ankita, you won't do anything in your life. You just only say. You are good at speaking only, but when it comes to becoming, you won't be anything. Since
Mm.
I'm from a middle class family, I won't call it middle. I will call it as middle poor. So my papa, every day
Lower
when
middle.
he goes, yeah, lower middle. So every day when he goes for work, he has some expectation on me. When he
Mm.
comes, he says, uh, "What about your job? When are you going to have job?" Since like I'm from such state where girls are still prohibited to do some things. Let's say to get education, to get higher education. No, many of my female friends they have got married
Yeah.
at this age.
Mm.
So of
It's
course,
quite
like
common.
yeah, it's quite common. And according to society, they say that you don't have so much time. You have only 2 or 3 years to make your career, and
Yeah.
it makes me feel like nope. I have to do something great in my life. If God has sent me here, I have to do something great.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right. You are ambitious. You know what you want for yourself.
That's good.
Very nice. Because at this stage, people do not have clarity, like what they want to do next. They can give, let's see, we still have
Oh,
time, or
wow.
we'll see, but you have a clarity of, like, if somebody is insisting you, so you're not going with the flow. You know what to do for yourself, what is good for yourself, what is your dream. So you have a separate thinking mindset for it. So which is very nice.
Exactly. One thing I'm quite surprised. Since you said that you are from southern part, but still you have spoken a bit Hindi. And that way, like, do you know Hindi?
Yes, yes,
How
I
to
know
speak?
Hindi very well. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
Mhm.
so good. Because I have encountered a lot of people from there, and they were like, thoda thoda aata hai.
Mhm. No, Hindi is like an integral part of my everyday speaking. So I speak Hindi very well.
What about you, ma'am? How many languages do you speak?
I speak five.
Five. Oh, wow. That's
Out
beautiful.
of that four, I speak very fluently, and one I speak broken.
Broken. Okay. Which all languages?
Um, Kannada, Hindi, Telugu, English, I'm perfect with this. Tamil, I speak broken.
And how about Malayalam?
Malayalam is the most difficult language to learn. So, no, I haven't touched that area yet.
Okay. And how did you learn Hindi?
I learned Hindi as a subject in school. It was mandatory. It was a third language there. But, when I was a kid, I was in Maharashtra for 2 years. So the first language that I learned was not my native language, which is Kannada. I learned Marathi because I was living in Maharashtra. So my neighborhood was Marathi speaking. So I learned Marathi first and Hindi along with it. But when I came back to, like, and we started, naturally talking at home in Hindi. So we stopped Kannada altogether. We started speaking in Hindi. When we came back to Karnataka, that practice continued. I did not have any Marathi speaking environment, so Marathi just went away from there. But Hindi continued. So at home we still speak Hindi. We speak English. We are a weird family.
Oh, wow. I mean, like, you're so lucky that your family speaks in English.
Yes, yes, yes. My dad, my sibling, we all speak English.
That's great thing, ma'am.
Yes, so okay, so shall we wrap the session? Time just flew. It's been quite long.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yes.
much, ma'am. I'm really so grateful of you. Thank you.
Thank you for connecting, sharing your story. It was lovely talking to you. You have a good day and wish you all the best. Rock it tomorrow. At least you told me. So I would say, do a good job. Any way
Thank
that I
you
will
so
be
much.
able to see your speech? Is there any way?
If somebody will record, I would love to see you.
Definitely, definitely. I would love to watch. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. You too.
Bye
You
bye.
too. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.
Bye.